Welcome back, travel bugs. We are taking you through the Denver International Airport today, and we're going to be doing the full experience from arrival to departure. We're going to be giving you an inside look at both the Capital One Lounge at Terminal A and the American Express Lounge at Terminal C. Here's everything you need to know before flying through Denver. If you're flying Southwest like we did, you'll most likely arrive at Terminal C. And there's 3 terminals at this airport, A, B, and C. So Denver Airport is actually really simple once you understand the layout. There's the main Jeppesen terminal for check-in and baggage claim, and then the 3 terminals that are connected via an underground train. So every terminal is basically designed like a long spine. Everything funnels towards the center where the trains connect each terminal. So one thing to keep in mind is do not underestimate the distance. Oh, they have a Centurion Lounge. So the concourses are massive, and it can easily be a 10-minute walk from the far end of the gates to the train.
But apparently, if you guys are renting a car, just so you know, you have to take the tram to the bus and then the bus to the rental company. So we rented with Hertz. So quite a far commute to get your car. So we're gonna go get our snowboards. I'm not snowboarding though.
No matter where you land, whether it's Terminal A, B, or C, you will take the underground tram back to baggage claim. Just follow the signs for train to terminal, and it's very well marked. So basically, to the tram, you take 2 escalators down, and you'll hop on the automated train. It runs every couple of minutes, and the ride itself is only about 2 to 3 minutes. If you're coming from C, you will pass through B and A, but you do not need to get off until you hit the baggage claim terminal. So when you arrive at baggage claim, there's 2 important things that you need to know. So Denver's baggage claim is divided into 4 numerical quadrants. So for us, our baggage claim was in number 4. So we headed to the area where baggage claim 1 through 9 was. Check the overhead screens to see whether you're also on the east or west side, and that'll determine which exit you look for. So if you're traveling with oversized gear like snowboards or skis, you don't wait at the regular carousel. So unlike other airports which have an oversized area but it pushes your ski or snowboard bag out, Denver has a designated ski and snowboard carousel. And so all of these are going to be in the oversized baggage area, but they're all going to be standing up in its own little section. So this makes pickup super easy and less likely to damage your expensive snowboards or skis. So after spending the weekend exploring some of the Denver mountains, it's time to head home after a few days. We dropped off our rental car, went through security, and now it's time to check out one of the lounges. And yes, there's only one main security area for everyone. So allocate enough time keeping this in mind. So after security, most people automatically get back on the crowded tram, but here's a tip. If you're headed to Concourse A, you can actually walk there. There's a pedestrian bridge from the north security checkpoint, and it's only about a 5-minute walk to the terminal.
Okay, so that was about a 3-minute walk. A gate. Oh, train B. We have to find the lounge now. So A is 1 through 39. So it says it's near the gate A34 at the mezzanine level. So we could just go this way.
For us, we were actually flying out of Concourse C, but we wanted to check out the Capital One Lounge. This was actually my first time visiting any Capital One Lounge, and it was fantastic.
So we're gonna get on that train later. An A1 to 39.
So the biggest tip if you are a Capital One Venture X holder, you need to check the app before you even get to security. If it's busy, you need to join the digital waitlist early. Actually, I put myself on the waitlist while we were on the rental car shuttle. And so by the time we walked through security, our 45-minute wait was perfectly timed.
I didn't see the elevator belt. I'm gonna stay here.
Another tip I would have to say is that you can actually add other people in your party that are going to be on their own Capital One card. So for example, my friend and I had both Capital One cards, and I unfortunately did not add her on mine, but I could have. So you can put a party of 2 and then just check in on your cards separately.
40 people long. 40 people long wait, he says, so.
So once inside, I was blown away by the service. The greeting was exceptional, the place itself was exceptional, and so I really do think that the service was phenomenal. The best feature here actually is the Capital One grab and go section. So when you enter, this is actually the thing that is in the back. So you can take some food if you are in a rush. I'm not sure if they would let you just grab and go if you can't get off the wait list, but this is something to check. Even if you sit down for the buffet, you can actually grab high quality snacks, wraps, and drinks before you take off on your flight. So that's a huge advantage I think that the American Express Lounge does not have, and this was really, really cool. So let's talk food. So compared to the American Express Centurion Lounge in LAX and even at Denver, I actually preferred the food here. It felt fresher, more creative, and beautifully presented. So they have different options that are in single serve portions, so it's easy to just grab and go. The drinks itself were pretty good. They have a few items on tap or on draft, so it's very quick to get your drinks, but I'd still give the edge to American Express for better and stronger cocktails. So my husband flew out of Denver a few days later, and he checked out the American Express Lounge in Concourse C. So this one was actually noticeably much smaller than the Capital One Lounge and also felt a bit more crowded. So the food, just like the American Express Centurion Lounge in LA, is kind of buffet style where you grab your own portions. It was still reliable, and it's definitely convenient if your gate is nearby. But if you have access to both lounges and enough time, I'd personally recommend going to the Capital One Lounge in Concourse A, unless you're flying out of C and convenience is your priority. Or if you just have the American Express Lounge, it is still pretty nice.
So we left. How do you feel, Jackie?
I feel great. It's so good.
Okay, we might have stayed there a little bit too long, but it was great. We have to go from the A concourse to C. We're C50. Boarding starts in like 10 minutes. Actually, boarding starts in 5 minutes.
So for us, this is where planning matters. So we were flying out of Concourse C and we were running a little bit behind schedule. We knew we had to take the tram back to Concourse C, and actually our Capital One attendant also advised that we allocate at least 20 minutes to get there before our boarding time. So we actually only budgeted 10 minutes to get from the A lounge to the C gate, but I would definitely recommend doing at least 20 minutes. Unless you enjoy high cortisol sprints through the airports, give yourself at least 20 minutes because you'll need to walk to the train, wait for it, take the ride to C, and potentially walk quite a distance to your gate.
Enter
Board here for all
the terminal. Okay, no, okay, everybody gets off at B. Okay, rest in C.
All passengers, please exit.
Okay, C gate. Go up, go up.
So overall, Denver International Airport is surprisingly easy to navigate once you understand the layout.
And then we go up a second escalator. Okay, so we got off C40 to 59.
Whether you're flying in for ski or snowboard season or just passing through, a little planning, especially around the train and lounge timing, makes a huge difference. So thanks for watching, and if you found this video informative, please like and subscribe. We spent a few days in Denver, and unfortunately I was not able to snowboard because of my broken wrist. But if you wanted to check out what the resorts of Copper Mountain and Winter Park look like, make sure to subscribe. Take care.